Yeah.
And my charity idea.
You want to do it before or after the break?
We can do it before. It's very quick.
All right, go ahead.
It's the 5. This is Jim Norton's idea. So if it happens, I want one. It'll only work for very rich people. The 5 presidents photo. We have Obama. We have both Bushes. We have Clinton. We have Jimmy Carter. I believe those are the only living presidents. Now, Obama would be the X factor because he's an active president. But what you do is you arrange to get the 4 former presidents into the White House, and you have President Obama there, and you charge people $1 million to take a photo with all 5 presidents.
Holy shit.
All 5 presidents, guys like Spielberg, guys like DiCaprio, guys that can afford it, because that is an impossibility. And you don't have an 8x10. You get it a good size, 11 by 30, whatever size you want. You have it blown up to that size. And then after you do it, you charge an extra, if they want it, an extra $250,000 to have all 5 sign it. And the way you would do that is you have them printed and you have a courier that would go to them and bring these photos to them, and they would sit there, and it's for charity. And if you do 100 people, you've raised
$100 million,
$125 million.
Yeah, with the other, right.
120, and there's a lot of people that could afford that, and that's an extraordinarily rare item.
I thought you were going for some goof, but that's a really good idea.
That's a great idea.
There's a lot of people that have that type of money just laying around that they would spend in a second knowing it's going for a good cause.
Yes.
And to show that they have a huge fucking dick to their family and friends because now they put the photo up in their mansions or what have you.
That's I love the idea. That's an amazing idea. And again, only the ultra rich could do it. But again, it's for charity, and it's something that, it's $1,250,000 for a photo, but with 5 presidents. There's no better photo. You would easily get 100 people. Easily. And it wouldn't take, literally, to get people in, you'd have to do it on a great digital camera, professional. To get somebody in there and out, you could probably do a couple of minutes. If all they get to shake every hand, they stand in the middle, they take a photo, and they have to leave. You could probably do 2 a minute. It would probably take, an hour tops. And then when they sign it, but it's for charity, so they would do it. It's $125 million.
Even if it was an afternoon for these guys, what else are they doing? Come on.
Well, Obama's...
Obama would be
the other guys you could get in one area, but it would have to be on a day when they knew Obama would be in the White House.
Right.
And there would have to be a contingency plan if Obama was called away, if there was a disaster somewhere he had to go. But the White House is secure. You wouldn't have to go any extra security because the White House is the most secure place on the planet. And everybody pays their own way. Everybody pays their own expenses, and the courier gets it signed. And he does. That's where the pictures.
That's a great idea.
The pictures are all handled a certain way, and it's all set up for the former presidents and the active president.
See, there's just a negativity around us constantly. Jake in Jersey, you only get one pick for $1 million. What is the cause?
Well, it depends on the...
There's people out there that have so much fucking money, they would pay $1 million for that particular picture.
Without a doubt.
They wouldn't even think twice about it.
It's that photo...
And the cause, there's a million great causes. They would figure out one that makes sense.
Whatever it is, children's SID,
and then he goes,
cause.
Obama gets to waste the money on gun control.
Again, he's irrelevant. This guy's irrelevant. That's why those screens should go. That guy should have no voice. He should have no voice.
He doesn't have a voice.
He should yell at his radio.
Goodbye. Yell at your radio.
Yeah, those people, I don't care what they think.
Goodbye.
Whatever the cause is predetermined and agreed on by all 5. The presidents would have to agree on it.
Such a solid idea. I like it.
It's a great idea.
It'll never happen, but I love it.
I saw a photo. I think it was the Reagan Library, and it was Reagan, Bush, and it might have been Clinton, Carter, and Ford, or whatever. There was 5 presidents when Ford was still alive. And I'm like, what an amazing photo. Now, you wouldn't get within a mile because of the security for 5 presidents. So it would, that's not the craziest idea, and that is possible. Because all 4 former presidents, you could pick a date a year in advance or 6 months in advance. The only X factor is, of course, illness or death of the family and President Obama.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and then people would have the choice.
That's
my idea. I would like this marked. In case anybody steals my idea, Iraq, I would like this audio.
Mark it.
Marked, everything remembered.
I want no money for it. I just want one of the pictures.
As long as you go, mark, it's marked.
It's marked.
That's $125 million fucking dollars, man.
But I think
or different bands should do it, because Kiss does the thing of meet and greet for $1,000 or whatever, which is all right. It's hard to get a photo with the band, but if the fucking Bono wants to raise money and you too, how about you four take fan photos and you charge a tremendous amount of money, but again, all the money is going to charity. All you guys have to do is stand there, and people who could afford it would pay $10,000 or $15,000 for a photo with you as a band. It's a very rare item for very rich people.
That's where you got to start. The president thing is almost out of reach, but not impossible.
That's the president one, though. You can never get. If you're a promoter, you can get you too.
But that's
you
what I'm
can't
saying. I love your idea on a lower level. Even
you do it different ones. The president idea is for guys like Spielberg, for guys like hedge fund people who could get 3 of them. You know, these CEOs, they make fucking $170 million a year. Some people.
If you get like Mick Jagger,
Warren Buffett,
if you get Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney for an afternoon,
yeah, and conventions do that.
Right.
But if you charged $15,000 or $20,000, and people knew that the artists were not keeping it, it's not a greed factor. It's a very rare item, and again, a lot of extra money if you want it signed by both, and it can't be personalized because you can't have these guys writing to different. They'll both just sign it at a later date.
It's a great idea.
Now what do we do?
Photo with me, $1.75.
Ooh,
$1 if it's signed. Yeah.
$1 if it's signed.
I'll sign it with pre-seminal fluid. I'll have the lawyers here don't get involved and go, oh, that can't be a contest.
Wait a minute, stop it. Don't even mention it again. Of course.
So if that idea, by the way, is stolen by anybody, I will sue the cock off of you.
Oh.
You know, most of those people don't even come in on Fridays.
Oh, no. Of course not.
There's no one here.
There's no one here.
We're the only dummies that still
Look at the hallway.
Fridays.
It's empty and yeah.
There's no one here.
It's amazing.
Because the place is running so well, they figured, you know what? We should all just take Fridays off in the summer.
Yeah.
How much for a picture with the Stones? All 4. I'm not saying would you pay or I pay, but what do you think?
Well, the Stones...
Kidney?
The Stones is a weird one just because I got it, kidney stones.
Oh, God, I didn't even get that.
Of course you didn't.
I thought you were just saying that's how much it would be. Kidney stones.
The lineup of...
the joke felt like one.
Yeah, of course it did.
The lineup of the Stones has changed so much that's a tough one.
Mick, Charlie, Ron, and Keith. Those 4.
That's a solid 4 right there.
And the 5th one, who's the one that left?
When you said Stones, I'm thinking the current lineup of the Stones.
Bill Wyman was one, right? When did he leave? 20 years ago?
No, Wyman didn't leave 20, I don't think. No, definitely not. But you throw him in there.
He would do it.
He would come back to do it.
Maybe.
Charlie Watts isn't with the band anymore, right?
Oh, did he just retire? Oh, yeah, no, I mean with Charlie Watts.
Yeah, so you'd have to get, like, the nucleus.
What year?
92 he left.
Okay, so 20 years ago.
Bill Wyman left almost 20 years ago already?
19.
No.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So it was with Bill Wyman and Charlie Watts, of course.
Wow.
How much do you think people would pay for that? Is that a $50,000 item?
I don't know about that, but...
Yeah, I think so.
Because of the rarity of it.
Really?
Sure. I mean, again, if you had that kind of money, people buy paintings for $800,000.
No, they don't.
You're right. I lied. I made that figure up. They buy art forgeries for $800,000. You dopey Steve Martin.
Yeah, Steve Martin.
That's what he deserves.
He got swindled.
Exactly. I'll quote my own tweet. That's how now you know how I felt after I saw the new Pink Panther. Get it? An art forgery.
Yes, an art forgery. I felt ripped off.
An asshole who quotes himself.
All right, why don't we
I'd
break?
pay $100. See, some guy said he'd pay $100
All right, fair
for
enough.
a photo with all of us.
That's more than it's worth. Get that for nothing and a nice compliment. Okay, boys, line up.
Yeah, I know, really.
Line up, boys, line up.
We suck.
We got iced tea coming in and cocoa, so we got to break because we're going to run out of time to get some of this other cool stuff on the radio today.
Damn, yo.